And we've just had a fantastic session discussing the role of science and scientists in fiction and how fiction authors talk about science. Do you think, as somebody who is a writer of fiction, that there's a fair representation of scientists within fiction? And secondly, how important do you think scientists are in modern day fiction?
When you say a fair representation of science, I'm not sure what would be fair. I don't tend to think in those terms particularly. I'm certainly not an expert on science fiction. I don't even really think of my own books as being science fiction. I just have an idea, there's something that grabs me and I go and write about it. So I'm not particularly well qualified to answer that question in the way that you framed it. The truth about scientists and the way that they're portrayed, I think often is quite a misleading one. I think the work of scientists is often quite, like with most jobs, there are kind of the dull bits, and some of it's quite mundane. But I think that also what drives scientists is something that's far more creative and based in the imagination than most people understand by the term scientist. And I'm not sure that either of those things, the sort of dull monotony of a lot of the daily slog, or the fact that science is so much about creativity and the imagination, I'm not sure either of those things get a huge amount of coverage in fiction.